Hi there, Aquarius, and welcome to Tony's Tarot and Astrology. We're going to have a look at this new moon on the 17th of July of this month, and the astrology and the tarot for Aquarius. So this new moon is sitting at 24 degrees Cancer. Now it's opposing Pluto at 8 degrees, 29 degrees Capricorn. So for Aquarius, this new moon sits in your sixth sector, your sector of work. So this is where you're going to be looking at a more deeper and more personal level, your day-to-day routine and your career, and what you're really wanting to achieve, and what you receive from what you do with your daily routine. So the focus here will be on work for Aquarius. You also have Jupiter and Uranus, which is moving towards a conjunction, over the next couple of months. Now this is sitting in your fourth sector, your sector of home and security. So you've got some really good news around the home situation, plans and things that you can move forward with. Now this may be more so for later in this year, but there's something here that you're formatting or organising for some changes around property or assets, and also what you're really wanting to achieve for yourself as far as just feeling safe, secure and comfortable in your circumstances. You've got Mercury and Venus, which is sitting in Leo, and that's the opposite sign to you. So that's your seventh sector of relationships. So it's a time over this period of time for this month, you're going to be focused on your relationships, your connections with those who you live with, your intimate connections. It can be business partnerships or personal relationships. And this is a time where you might feel quite romantic about your situations or feel quite nostalgic. Also might be a time to, great time to be making connections, forming relationships or new relationships, and consolidating them in some way. Now the nodes have been, the nodes have just gone through an axle shift. So the nodes have been in Taurus, Scorpio, the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio. Now that's just moving on the 17th, on the same day actually, and this is through the True Node, is moving into the axis of Aries, Libra. So for Aquarius, you've had the node sitting in the 4th house and the South Node sitting in the 10th house. Now this has been quite a sort of tense sort of energy for your home and your direction. It sort of means that you've had your soul family around you, but it's been a little bit harder for you to create and do the things, maybe karmic reasons or people in your life that you feel like you haven't been able to move forward because of certain circumstances. Now with this changing, with the North Node going to the 3rd and the South Node going into the 9th sector, this is going to free things up a lot where you can actually start to really express what's going on for you around your connections and not feel like they're so important to your home existence and your career. So with this, it's could be a great time to be travelling with family and with soul family. You could be connecting up with people from the past that are overseas with this, and also in the 3rd sector, this is a great time to be connecting up with siblings and family that you haven't seen for a while. I think you're going to be looking at where that's what's important around these nodal connections and who you're wanting to or not wanting to connect with. So Venus in your 7th sector is quite interesting because it's the place of Leo, and the thing we have going on for Leo is what's called a yod. Now they call it the finger of God, and it's when you have two planets with 60 degrees separation and a planet sitting right in the middle of that. So we've got Venus here making a yod, which is Y up to Pluto and off to Neptune. Now this is very, very psychic energy, this Neptune-Pluto. It's very deep and psychic and profound, and it's connecting into Venus into your 7th sector. So, with this is sort of, connecting up to your spiritual values, your sort of deeper sense karmically of why you're here, and also your love relationships. And so it's going to sort of have an impact, I think, either on you or on partners being in your 7th sector. in a very deep or spiritual way. So I think this is just going to open you up more creatively and more spiritually at this time as well. But also you'll be able to share that with partners. And I feel like what can come through this is possibly an understanding or deeper understanding of the connections around you, family, partners, relationships on all levels, and what they mean to you. So let's have a look at the cards for Aquarius for the next 4 weeks. As I said, or I think I said because I've been doing so many of these now, I'm on to my 8th today, that this covers the next 4 weeks, so from one new moon cycle to another. So Aquarius. Right. Okay, Aquarius. So the first feeling I got was, I can see you're working in teams or working with others, but you sort of, Aquarians like their own space, and they don't suffer fools, and it's almost like you're feeling annoyed with certain people around you. I don't think that's too unusual for Aquarius, for some anyway. But when I say annoyed, Aquarius can detach, but maybe they've come in as Aquarius to learn to detach. Maybe it's like they feel sometimes like when other people are organising their situations, it's not what they're wanting to do, and it really goes against their individuality. It goes against what their own personal expression. Sort of saying about connecting, you can connect with people that you may or may not want to connect with. It's going to be up to you. It feels like with the devil here, you've got a very positive attitude about making these connections, or about situations around you. Let me just carry on with this and see why. Yeah, okay, so Aquarius is, they're very adaptable. And, they have had, like I said, with these nodes, have been in a very strong positions, and now they're moving out of there. It's almost like feeling like you haven't been able to be yourself or had full control in situations. And as the nodes shift out of those hard first houses, the predominant houses, first sectors, 1st, 4th, 7th and 10th, and move into the more mutable positions of the 6th and the 12th. They are, the ninth and the 3rd, actually. The 6th is the sun moon. It's like now you feel like you can do something with it. Now you can feel like you can pick and choose and make your decisions. If you're wanting to express what you're, it's like you can express yourself better because you're not feeling so unsure about your situations anymore. So what I'm saying here is that there are some Aquarius energies here that are wanting change, and they're really wanting to connect up at a deeper level with either partner or with an team effort, or could even be work colleagues, or it's like wanting to move forward but really not wanting to have any of the difficulties or the stresses from the past. Now, sort of saying in the past you haven't been clear about what you want, but you're coming to quite a fated time where you're going to get to look at what you really want. And, I think Aquarius has a bit of a challenge of being able to do what they want without upsetting others. There's a bit of a challenge of taking on board, what family may say or what partner may say. But also, I feel like with looking at this, like Aquarian is just not going to care. Now, you'd think that would be always the truth with Aquarius, and sometimes they can pretend they don't care, but they actually do. They're very, very sensitive, and they're very, very considerate of others, and they do understand how things affect, because they understand, community and how, contributing to community is really important. But they also understand even the smaller community of family and how important that is, and how they, can affect. They understand how this cause and effect and how their actions can affect others. So, for this, there's just a sense of Aquarius needing to not be so sensitive, not be affected. Do what is right for you. This is really important for Aquarius right now. You're moving into a much more empowering time. There's opportunities here for Aquarius to step into much bigger situations for themselves. There's opportunities here, but they're worried about affecting others. How does this affect others emotionally? So I wouldn't say Aquarians, they are ruled by a very impulsive and fast-moving planet, but there's not necessarily a sense of impulsiveness here. It's more like they could be sitting there but scared to move forward because they are over considering the others. And of course, this is a time for adaptability with all these combinations going on astrologically. This is a time where considering others is extremely important. But I think for Aquarius, this is a time of moving forward. And, it's quite simple. Make it simple. Either people respect what is coming from your heart or they don't. They either allow you the freedom to do what you want to do or they don't. And if they don't, then, take it on the chin and move on. You can't be standing back waiting for the approval of others. Now, I wouldn't think that I'd ever be giving Aquarius that lecture, but this is showing me that deep down, this actually really affects Aquarius. They may not show it. They might just go and do it anyway, but it actually affects them. They actually think about it. And it doesn't take them 30, 40 years. It feels like they're considering all these things before they make these changes. So what I'm wanting to say here with Aquarius is that you can move forward into a much happier time, into the space that you're wanting for yourself. But don't fear the disappointment, because you've got the fear card here sort of saying you've got new opportunities, career changes, things that you could be doing more for yourself that you may want to do, more detailed work, more specialised area of work. And these are great opportunities coming up, but there's just a sense of trying to keep everything together when it comes to security and family and, like I said, honouring your heart is really the key for this. So, Aquarius are sort of saying your vision's opening up to what you're wanting, but you're looking into the future and you're thinking, yes, this is what I'm wanting to set up for myself. But then you're starting to see problems before the problems are even there. Aquarius traditionally was ruled by Saturn, so it's like allowing the Saturn to kick in. Yet the Uranian energy is saying, come on, just do it. Let's, the time is now. Jump, take the leap, learn the lesson. You'll learn as you go. And, this is sitting here at 70% positive, 70% seeing the vision. This, 15% is going, oh, but this and that, and other people are saying this could go wrong and that could go wrong. You can't sit back and wait for the right answer from the wrong people. It needs to come from your heart. And when I say the wrong people, only you have the answers. Only you know what you're capable of. Only you know whether this vision that you're creating in your mind is going to be right for you, because you know how that feels for you. And yes, it's good to listen to other people's experiences, but this is more about your vision and not their experiences. It's about your experiences. So ultimately for Aquarius, we have a very productive time, especially for those that wanted to go into business for themselves. It looks like you're going to have a lot of help from others bringing you into better situations, or you're bringing them into better situations. This is about teamwork. It's about self-family. It's about, working in collaboration, but also with, when I say self-family, it's about like, sort of saying enjoy, share, connect, and even take opportunities, all coming through your soul family. Now, this can be siblings, this can be people that have just been very important in your life, but whoever it is, they know who you are, they know what you're capable of, and they see your abilities, and they're investing in you, and you can invest in them. So, this is a give and take situation. You could be offering the opportunity to them, or they could be offering the opportunity to you. But this is fantastic. So you've got the Empress, the Two of Wands, which is, or rods in my pack, which is all about, having all the help you need. And this is your soul sort of connection of, like family, the sisterhood or brotherhood card. So, like I said, the people that resonate with you, the people that understand you. So as you shift away from the situations that don't make you happy, and any stresses that seem to be difficult, or any relationship situations that you're in that seem to need to come to a head, like I said, you're going to be moving on, and with or without these situations, but either way, it's like it's coming up. Things are coming up for resolve. They're coming up to actually heal and mend past hurts and past difficulties that have been had in this last cycle. So, like I said, good news. This is more about finding your passion, more about finding your direction. There did seem to be sort of a little bit about not letting others affect you with the Three of Swords at the top here, not letting the mind come and destroy your great plans and ideas. This is a negativity. Your Aquarius are more practical than I think they're given credit for. And, you got the hermit here, so this for some could be saying, I just want to be on my own, and you've got the Tower here and the Lovers. It's like, this relationship has not been working, yes, absolutely get that. But it's also sort of saying, have you had enough space for yourself? Are you doing the work you enjoy? Is your work like meditation for you, or is it chaotic? Either way, this is a time for Aquarius to recognise what they really want and to move forward with it, because the card here is saying you're going to get what you want from your situation. So just go within, look in a bit deeper at what you're wanting. Yes, there's always the aspects of the things that haven't worked out, or dwelling on what's been spilt and not what's coming. But this is sort of saying that this is perspective, and you can turn it around and make this whole experience really valuable and really effective for your future, because you'll be moving forward regardless. But I do think it's an important time to be expressing your own needs. If you need a break from situations, that's all good too. But some situations here where things have been out of balance are coming back into a better balance in quite a big way. So I hope you enjoyed that, Aquarius, and we'll see you next time. Bye.